Researchers from the public and private sectors announced today our species can now read its own genetic code.
Doctors increasingly will be able to cure diseases like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, diabetes.
What if you knew that you were at risk for a devastating disease? How far would you go to keep from passing it on to your children?
Question, can human genes be patented?
This map marks the beginning of an era of discovery that will affect the lives of every human being, with implications for history, business, ethics, religion, and of course medicine.
There was another girl in that same group who was really the first and most meaningful clinical one-on-one relationship they had with a teen. Her mother died of a colon cancer when she was 13, or just after her 14th birthday. And I still keep in touch with this young woman. I see her a couple, maybe once a year, once every other year. And whenever we get together, she asks more and more about the context of her mother's illness. And she wanted to talk to me because her grandmother had developed the same cancer that her mother had, or at least in the same part of her body. Her grandmother had developed colon cancer. And she wanted to know if, because her grandmother had colon cancer and her mother had colon cancer, did that point a big red arrow at her to develop colon cancer? But her bigger question to me at the time was, how do I marry my boyfriend and have children with him when I'm probably going to get cancer in midlife? And there's the possibility that I will do to my life partner what my mother did to my father by dying, and what my mother had no choice to do but leaving children behind and leaving a spouse who doesn't have the tools or the emotional capacity or skills, which nobody should have to care for a number of young children in the wake of that loss. So my recommendation as a social worker, again, I'm not a nurse, not a physician, not a genetic counselor, is to find good providers, find a good genetic counselor, someone who can work with the developmental needs of the teen or of the parent, who can work with that grief, because this particular disorder expresses itself in every generation of a family. So it's likely that not only are adolescents feeling a parent's concern, but that parent is feeling a grandparent's concern and a great-grandparent's concern. So to have someone that can help them navigate that well, who's in touch and has their finger on the pulse of genetic medicine, is what I would recommend.